Hey guys, welcome back to Couch Bros. Zach and Zoe with something great today. The ending of Gobtas Adventure.
Yes, finally.
And you know what? I actually, now that I think about it, they might do an OVA.
I better do an OVA
I'm
because
pretty sure.
I want to see that Goblina that he fell in love with.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get one. Just wait,
Yeah, I'm pretty
just watch.
positive. So guys, we ended the last episode with him like looking at the fairies. I'm sorry, looking at the elves, and we got a little backstory of how the goblins really are. And
Yeah.
Rokus, from your last comment, do not watch Goblin Slayer. Don't watch it, bro. I saw.
Oh man,
from
I
all
recommend Goblin Slayer though.
well, it's a good anime. Just Rokus, you don't watch Goblin Slayer. Trust me. If you thought Overlord was bad, yeah, Goblin. Don't
Dude,
stay away from Goblin.
Goblin Slayer is like so much like more mature than Overlord.
Yeah.
But Overlord is so good. Like
Yeah.
the story for Overlord
Okay,
is way better.
We're getting distracted. Just Roku, stay away from Goblin Slayer, bro. Trust me.
Don't trust him. Watch it.
Don't
Approved by Zach and Zoe. Couch Bros. Inc.
don't watch it. I'm just letting you know. Don't watch it. Just avoid it. You avoid it. But we're gonna get back to the story. So after he sees a couple of cute elves. He's actually kind of smelly because he's been traveling, and on top of that, goblins don't really take care of themselves. But in that kingdom, because where he's at, adventurers are always coming in and out, and they're coming in and they themselves smell. So that alone it gives him, it reassures him. But when he goes inside like a hotel kind of place, that's when everybody started going like.
Well, I mean, come on.
So even he felt kind of embarrassed, so he decided to leave that little hotel. They didn't say hotel, but I'm assuming it's some kind of hotel. So he leaves it, and he doesn't want to travel outside Dwarf Kingdom because it's already nightfall. So he finds like a little park. There's like a little fountain. So with his code that they gave him, he actually decides to.
Something you didn't mention about this fountain. It's actually a spring fountain.
Yeah. So it's connected to the outside river.
Yeah, no, but like, just think of how like smart that is, of how of a good idea that actually is, and that's where Gopta pretty much refilled his water.
Yeah, so after he wakes up from the park, he wakes up. He takes out his little like his little water bottle, some kind of skin kind of thing.
I thought it was a canteen.
Well, it's a canteen, but it's made out of leather. So I don't know if that's not a canteen.
Are
I
you
forgot
sure?
what it's
Maybe
named.
it's wrapped in leather.
No, it's those like have you ever seen?
Oh
like, the
yeah,
Western,
I've
like,
seen those. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's not made of. Isn't it wrapped? Those are wrapped with leather.
I don't know what it's called. I forgot. I'll get you the name later, dude.
Okay.
Stop like putting in the story.
Continue then.
Okay, so he decides to fill up his water with his little water bottle, with the little spring. He fills it up. He gathers these things, and he is about to go back home after his first successful adventure. So as he's leaving outside, the same merchants are actually there, and they're like, "Hey, are you going back? Like, we're going the same way. Why don't you come with us?" And the leader of that caravan was like, "Yeah, man, Gopta, why don't you come with us? This way you can protect us from, bad guys or magical beasts or anything." And, he's saying it sarcastically. He's saying it joking around because he doesn't really expect that much from Gopta. But as you guys know, Gopta, at this moment, he's a little kid. He's a ranked F. He's not that bright.
He's not the Gopta we know right now.
So, but, him listening to, like, this guy, he takes it seriously because he doesn't know what he doesn't know that he's being sarcastic. He doesn't probably know what that is. So he goes with them. He decides to go with them, which was actually a really smart choice for him because, as you guys know, he's not the smartest person. So he goes with them. He's walking with the caravan, and apparently it's a safe journey. They actually get to that they get to the river. They get to that the main part where they're close to the forest. They're walking already for a month. Nothing has happened. During this month, they've stopped. They stop, to rest, to sleep, to camp, and every time they stop, Gopta is actually a really good tracker. He's helping them out, tracking food, as in animals, birds, fruits, nuts. He's actually gathering things up. He's helping people out. He's being really helpful, and even like the leader and all the other people, they're like, "Man, Gopta, we didn't think you were gonna be this useful. You're gathering food for us. You're doing all these cool things." So, and this is where it gets good. So after they do all the gathering, it looks like they get to like their next rest stop, and Gopta and the other people, they go off somewhere else, and there's another group that's at the river. They're refilling the waters. They're actually they're cooking the food. They're making dinner, and that's when they hear a loud roar. They hear something, and then when they realize what it was, it's already there. It's that same magic beast, the same one that Gopta poisoned, and he's pissed. That he apparently survived because he was poisoned in the lake, in that like little river slash lake kind of area, and apparently him passing out there, he was able to get his fluids in, and maybe the water was able to clean him off the poison. But if he wasn't near that lake, he probably would have died. But it took him a long time to recover, and it just happened that Gopta and his people just came back to that spot. And this magic beast, his pride's hurt. It's the book says he's a prideful creature. He's hurt. He bowed that he was gonna kill Gopta. So with that in mind, he sees the a goblin, the hobgoblin, and he blasts it with his Well, I'm sorry. I don't think it's a hobgoblin. I think it's just a regular warrior. But he blasted with that with his roar, and it hits him. It sends him flying. It says it would have killed them if he didn't have his body armor on. After that, I think he attacks another person, and then he jumps on the horses and he starts eating the horses. So as the magic beast is eating the horses, the goblina's like, okay, you merchants, get out of here. We're gonna try to hold them off. Like, we're not gonna sacrifice ourselves. We're gonna try to stop it because we want to see you guys again because we're friends. And after you guys escape, we're gonna fight this guy. We're gonna hold him off. You guys escape, and just to let you guys know that we're okay, we'll shoot a flare up. That way, you guys know we're okay. So that's the plan. But Gopta, everybody in this whole caravan, the goblins, the hobgoblins, the goblina, they're all scared. They know they don't stand a chance against a rank B creature. They're all C's. They know they don't stand a chance. Even with all of them there, they might survive because he's injured, but they don't, it's still really, and they're all scared. The only one that's not scared is Gopta. And not because Gopta's like, oh, I'm stronger than him or not. It's just because Gopta's beat him and Gopta thinks he's weak. So Gopta's like, hey guys, I got this. And boom, he just takes off. And like the Hobgina tries to stop him, and she doesn't stop him. And actually I jumped a little bit. I jumped a little bit too far to the story. Before that, when they're gathering things, Gopta actually sees that mushroom that he ate, and he's like, oh, he's looking at the mushroom, and the Hobgina's like, dude, don't eat that. That's poison. And he's like, is that the same one I ate? No. Nah, that's not but it was the same one he ate. And the Goblina was like, yeah, as long as you don't cook it, as long as you don't put it on fire, you're okay. But if you grab like a big one, like a really like mature like mushrooms, those things just you grab it and it explodes.
I didn't catch that part. I heard the part where he said if it catches on fire, it'll pop. It'll spread the poison.
If it gets cooked or if there's fire next to it, it'll pop. Or if it's a real mature mushroom, it'll pop by itself. Like if you pick it, it'll just pop. So like him seeing that, he's like, okay, I definitely didn't eat that, but we all know he did. So that's one part, and I'm saying that because it's actually important to the story. So
no, it's so important. You
I know. I completely forgot. It slipped my mind because I get excited when it comes to these action parts. But so Gopta takes off. Gopta takes off, and the beast lion sees him, and his whole objective is to kill and eat Gopta. That's his whole mentality, because he's angry. Because no one's ever, not on top of that, no F-rank creatures ever embarrassed him like this, so his pride's hurt. So he goes after Gopta, and basically it's like a one-on-one with Gopta. Gopta knows he can't beat him with skills or with strength, so he goes into trickery. And what he does is he takes out a scroll, and he tosses it at the magic beast, and the magic beast. From the previous, I believe it was like 2 times already, he knows he's not gonna blast it with his roar because he doesn't know him. So he decides to catch it with his mouth. So he grabs it with his mouth, not like squeezing it, because he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't want to break it. So he catches it with his mouth, and then that's when Gopta says, I forgot the spell.
He says the incarnate.
He says the magic word the thing that he threw at him was that teleportation scroll for all his merchandise. So the guy catches it in his mouth, and he says the spell. It pops in his mouth, and it says it dislocates his jaw, or I think it rips his jaw off. It's one or the other. It doesn't I don't know.
No. From what I understood was, he tosses that thing that the dwarves gave him. He says that incantation. And then I guess all the items just appear in his mouth.
Yeah, just
so think about
out,
it. So it's just.
So I don't think it blew off his jaw.
No, it didn't blow up, but
it dislocated. It kind of destroyed it because it doesn't. Because of what happened, he's not able to use that voice cannon technique. The one that he used to basically destroy that one goblin or that one warrior with the body armor. The same one that he used to deflect the mushroom. So he can't use that voice cannon anymore, which is actually really important. So he can't use the voice cannon anymore, and Gopta, even though he really injured the magic beast, he still can't kill it, and the magic beast is in a lot of pain, and he is he's just angry. Now he's pissed. He was pissed before, but now
it's just worse.
An F rank goblin basically ripped his jaw. That thing's not focused, by the way. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it doesn't rip off his jaw. So basically he's just angry. He's in pain. He's angry, and Gopta decides to run. So he's running away from it, and the magic beast is going after him. And I believe he jumps into not like a little tunnel, but like a little place where he himself is able to fit, and it causes like a distance between him and the magic beast. The magic beast is able to get through that little hole or whatever Gopta went through, and now he's starting to catch up with him. But Gopta, basically, from what I got from it, it was a straight path. So it's Gopta, straight path, and the magic beast in front of him. So now with that in mind, I believe Gopta takes out his knife, his magic knife, and he throws it at the magic beast, knowing the magic beast won't be able to dodge it because the path is too narrow, knowing he can't do the voice cannon. He throws the knife, and and at the same time, from the Dwarf Kingdom, they taught him the incantation to light up the fire.
Knife?
Yeah, because it's a fire knife.
Yeah.
So he's about to have the incantation. He throws a knife. He's about to say the incantation, and the magic beast actually deflects the knife with his teeth. He deflects it with his teeth, and that damn knife falls on those mushrooms that are, if fire touches it, they explode. And not only that, Gopta took him to a field of mushrooms. So he deflects the knife falls on the mushroom, Gopta does the incantation, and boom, basically like a poison bomb goes off, and it leaves the magic beast basically paralyzed. And I mean, Gopta himself doesn't kill him, but I believe the other goblins come in, and they see what Gopta did, and they're so impressed by it. Like, they're saying, dude, like, you're incredible, you're like a great warrior.
This is probably Gopta's best day of his life right at that point. Yeah, it gets better. His life gets better.
Yeah, and basically, they killed the magic beast. Gopta actually defeated a rank B. And this is incredible because, he's a rank F. And it takes thousands of Fs to take down the C. Like, so to take down a B is amazing for Gopta. And, and it's funny because Gopta doesn't, I don't think Gopta gets the magnitude of it, because he defeated a B, but he's like, great, now I gotta carry all this damn pots and pans. And not only that, the reason I took this mission was to get the knife, which is basically a regular knife now. So that's what.
No, it had two.
It had a couple of seconds worth.
Oh, seconds worth. So, that had 2 uses.
Well, it said 2 uses, but then he said, well, technically you have a couple of seconds because it looks like it's been used a lot. So, Gopta defeats a magic beast in this story, and and the best part of this is after him and his new friends, they basically split ways. He's leaving, and that Goblina, the one that Gobta told her, like, hey, you know, I'm in love with you, have my babies. She was like whispering to herself, like, you know, if I were to have anyone's babies, I would love to have his babies. She whispered that to herself because, and you know, her friends hear her and they're like, well, why don't you go after, you know? And she like kind of says like, I want to, and like, you know, like, but Gobta, he's already gone. But there's something about Gobta. There's something about this goblin. He's special because no one else would have been able to go to the Dwarf Kingdom and go back the way and you know the way that he survived everything that he did.
Well, and
he's special
by himself too.
And by himself.
But it's not because he's special. It's because he's just really lucky.
You know, he's really lucky. He's smart. He reminds me of Usopp. Not that strong, but he has his ways. He will fight you. Like, it's not that
Usopp in the new world though looks sick.
So we're gonna wrap it up there, guys.
So,
and we finally finished the story.
Gobta's Adventure. Let us know how we did in this adventure story.
Yeah.
And I think we should. I believe next week we're gonna have another story.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching, guys. You guys know what to do.